Hey everyone, Kakarot197 again. In today's video, we'll be having a look at the top 8 aces of Zeon. And just as with my video on the top 8 aces of the Federation, this list is purely based on numbers and not on their skills or how much I or the community like them. On number 8, we have First Lieutenant Grenis Escott, scoring 103 mobile suit and 12 ship kills, a record that made him the top scoring ship ace of both sides. He got these piloting a Zakutu commander type and the deadly Bygro. At the Battle of Abawaku, he would use his Bygro in the defense of Enfields, eventually meeting his fate at the hands of Gundam Unit 4 and 5. He is also believed to have sortied in the Site 5 Shoal Zone on December 5th in a Galgook. However, it is not clear which type he flew since the first deployment of the standard Galgook was on December 8th. It is possible that he either had a YMS-14 Galgook prototype or some kind of pre-production unit. The operation was to defend the construction of a frontline base that would become the predecessor to the Garland of Thorns made by the Lost Fleet. Number 7 is Captain Robert Gilliam, scoring 115 mobile suit and 6 ship kills with his Zakutu commander type, Zagok E, Zaku High Mobility type R2, and Galgook commander type. He was also the test pilot for one of the Big Rough units, but at the Battle of Abawaku he chooses Galgook over the Big Rough, leaving it for someone else to pilot. He was part of Zeon's mobile assault force and his personal colors were blue and yellow. He is also said to have participated in the defense operation on December 5th in the Side 5 Shoal Zone in a Galgook, and since his records show him flying a Galgook commander type, it is most likely that he flew a YMS-14 Galgook prototype, which was later redesignated as an MS-14S Galgook commander type. Number 6 is Lieutenant Colonel Gabby Hazard, scoring 138 mobile suit and 2 ship kills with his Zakutu commander type and Zakutu High Mobility type R2. Some sources also indicate that he piloted a Zaku 1 commander type and Zakutu FS commander type, but because these omit his Zakutu commander type, it is likely that there was some kind of a mix-up. He was talented enough to receive one of the 4 Zakutu High Mobility type R2 machines whose performance was formidable enough to be compared to a Galgook, sans beam technology. Hence why these machines were extremely coveted by many Zeon pilots at the time. Gabby Hazard would presumably pilot his until the end of the One-Year War, although reports also exist that he sortied in a Galgook High Mobility type during the Battle of Abawaku. Given the performance of the R2, the chaotic nature of the battle, and the previous mix-up with his Zakutu commander type, this could again be a mix-up. His personal colors were black and brown. Additionally, on December 12th, he served as an escort for Gaddon's Papua-class supply ship in lunar orbit, only days before they would encounter the Gundam. Number 5 is Captain Shin Matsunaga, scoring 141 mobile suit and 6 ship kills with his Zakutu early production type, Zakutu F-type, Zakutu FS commander type, Zakutu High Mobility test type, and Galgook Jaeger. A childhood friend of Vice Admiral Dazzle Zabi, commander of Zeon's Space Attack Force, he was tasked with the protection of Bunch 8, the colony used during Operation British. Later at the Battle of Loom, Shin Matsunaga would again shine, earning both his ace status and his nickname White Wolf of Solomon, a nickname that referred to his base of operations rather than the battle that made it famous, as in a twist of fate he would not be present at Solomon for the actual Battle of Solomon. On September the 10th, he would participate in an assault on Luna 2, launched from Solomon. Throughout the war, he would also often serve as a bodyguard for Dazzle Zabi, fighting side by side with the big man himself. After the war, Shin Matsunaga went missing, but according to rumors, he survived and even joined the AUG. Number 4 is Captain Eric Manfield, scoring 156 mobile suit and 3 ship kills in his Zaku 1, Zakutu FS commander type, Zakutu High Mobility test type, and Galgook commander type. As captain of Zeon's Home Defense Corps, he was tasked with defending the Zeon homeland, Site 3. Because of this, his personal insignia bore the Corps' Griffin. However, at the end of the war, he would be transferred to fight in the Battle of Abawaku. On October 15th, he would also serve as an escort for Cecilia Zanzibar as she headed for Earth. Number 3 is Major Johnny Ryden, scoring 185 mobile suit and 6 ship kills in his Zakutu early production type, Zakutu F-type, Zakutu High Mobility type R2, Galgook Cannon, and Gelgoog High Mobility type. Assigned to Kacilia Zabi's mobile assault forces, Johnny Raiden proved his capabilities at the Battle of Loom and earned the nickname Crimson Lightning. It is said that his fame would have even rivaled that of the Red Comet himself if he hadn't been ordered to retreat, something that would continue to haunt him for the rest of the war. His personal colors were black and red, awfully close to Char's colors, so he would often be mistaken for the more famous Red Comet, despite actually achieving more kills than him. His love for Kacilia was shown in the form of a unicorn on his Zaku's elbow, a legendary creature that was the symbol for grace and purity. Later in the war, he would be chosen by Kacilia to become part of the elite Chimera Corps and upgraded from his legendary Zaku 2 High Mobility Type R2 to the state-of-the-art Gelgoog High Mobility Type. At the Battle of Abawaku, he would use this machine to wreak havoc upon the Federation forces in an attempt to protect Kacilia Zabi's escape route, not knowing that at that point she had already been assassinated by Char. During this battle, the Federation also offered an immediate full rank promotion to anyone who could shoot down Johnny Raiden, a true testament to his skills. As mentioned in the previous video about Federation aces, he also faced off against fellow ace pilot Heinz Bayer and won. Originally, it was thought that Johnny Raiden was killed, and he was even posthumously promoted because of that. But recently, it has come to light that he did survive the 1-year war, albeit with memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. Number 2 is Lieutenant Colonel Norded Bauer, scoring 191 mobile suit and 4 ship kills in his Zaku 2 Commander type, Zaku Cannon, Zaku 2 High Mobility Test type, and Rig Dom 2. He is known to have participated in the Battle of Solomon and Operation Rubicon on December 18th, where he provided covering fire for the Cyclops team's infiltration of Site 6. And now for Zeon's Ace of Aces, Lieutenant Colonel Brenneth Oggs. Despite being an old type, he was not just Zeon's top scoring ace, but the top ace of the entire 1-year war, with 193 mobile suit and 8 ship kills in his Zaku 2 F-Type, Zaku 2 F2, Zaku 2 High Mobility Test Type, and Gelgoog Cannon. Unlike other Zeon aces who often painted their machines in their personal colors, Brenneth preferred using the standard color. His insignia was a double-bladed Labras with Master Hawk written over it. My best guess is that this is a reference to his extreme accuracy, which also earned him the nickname One-Shot Killer. During his combat duty, he reportedly fought against fellow ace pilot Kenneth A. Young, the Federation's Ace of Aces. If only there was any footage of the battle between these two legendary pilots. With a record like this, he was one of the most famous pilots of the 1-year war, making it into the Federation's Military Academy history books along with Amuro Ray and Anavel Gato. To wrap up this video, I have one important footnote about Zeon's mobile suit kills. Throughout history, many countries have had different systems with different accuracies of crediting skills. For example, during World War I, German kills had to be confirmed by locating the wreckage or by independent witnesses, whereas British kills were tallied in a much more informal and therefore also looser way, resulting in many discrepancies. This is relevant to the Zeon tally because the total amount of mobile suit kills claimed by just the Zeon aces alone exceeds the total amount of mobile suits produced by the Federation according to some sources. Now, there are 3 additional factors that could have also contributed to the much higher Zeon kill counts versus Federation kill counts. The first is that being on the defensive and outnumbered gives one ample opportunities to score kills. The second is a possible difference in pilot doctrine. During World War II, Allied pilots were often rotated, were promoted to less combat-intensive posts, or became instructors, whereas Axis pilots would generally keep flying until the very end. Finally, different tactics could also play a very important role here. In World War II, German pilots seemed to favor picking off the grunts first, resulting in more kills, whereas Soviet pilots were tasked with prioritizing commanders, resulting in less kills, but with more impact. And that's all for Zeon's top aces. Be sure to leave a comment down below with who your favorite Zeon ace is and why. And if you want to see some more aces, I also made a video about the Federation's top aces. linked on screen right now. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to stick around, and I'll see you all next time.
Jump!